Winter isn't here, Diwali is still 3 weeks away, and yet pollution levels are peaking. Now you would think I'm speaking about Delhi, right? No, I'm not actually, I'm speaking about Mumbai. Just take a look at this number on your screens, ladies and gentlemen. Put the number out there. 552. This is the air quality index in Andheri, which is one of the busiest areas of Mumbai, which means it's just a step away from a public health emergency. This is where people start choking, and stepping out is a health hazard. 552. Actually, anything above 500 means you're breathless even indoors. It isn't just Andheri. Several areas in Mumbai have an AQI which is about 200, a little over 200, which is matching Delhi. Delhi, which in winters becomes the world's most polluted city, is today cleaner than Mumbai. Its air is cleaner than Mumbai. Let me show you the overall pollution levels in Mumbai as opposed to Delhi. At 6 p.m. on Wednesday, the PM10 level in Mumbai was 143 as against 122 in Delhi. Delhi usually makes headlines for dangerous levels of air pollution during the winter months, but Mumbai, which has a vast coastline and is considered to have better air quality, overtook Delhi several times this month. For instance, the level of PM 2.5, which is a very fine particulate matter that can clog lungs and cause a host of other diseases, was 166 in the city on Thursday compared to 117 in Delhi. Now, this is according to the government's own data. Today, pollution levels of Mumbai surpassed that of Delhi in the morning. In Mumbai, the AQI level stood at 118 versus 109 in Delhi. As of 4 p.m., pollution levels in both cities are neck to neck. Delhi's AQI is 195, Mumbai only marginally better at 185. Just to tell you, in case you're wondering why these AQI levels are changing, AQI levels change hourly. So why are pollution levels getting worse in Mumbai? Why is Mumbai, which is known to have favorable geographical conditions, is chokingly close to Delhi? Well, Mumbai's Guardian Minister Deepak Kesarkar is saying it's the ongoing work on development projects like roads and metros that is causing pollution in the city. The Met Department says the withdrawal of monsoon rains from the city on October 10th also has played a part in worsening pollution levels. While officials give reasons on why pollution levels in Mumbai are plummeting, what if I told you that this isn't new? Last winter, Mumbai came very close to beating Delhi when it comes to pollution levels. On many occasions, it actually did. An Indian Express report today says, in the 92-day winter period between November 2022 and January 2023, which is last year, 66 days in Delhi saw poor, actually in Mumbai, 66 days out of these 92 days fell in the poor or very poor category, 66. As opposed to Delhi, Delhi had 79 out of 92. Let me go straight across to Shrushti, my colleague, who is joining us live from Mumbai. She's at Marine Drive as we speak. Shrushti, we do understand that today the civic body of Mumbai, the BMC, held an emergency meeting as Mumbai's pollution levels peak. They have given out a warning that if pollution levels don't stabilize, then all construction activity in the city will stop. Could you tell us what exactly is it that the BMC has decided? And if you could just show us around Mumbai and tell us if there is a haze where you are right now.
Well, definitely, Shreya. Right now, I'm at Marine Drive, and I'll just show you across the skyline of Mumbai, the famous skyline of Mumbai, which everyone wants to enjoy when they visit Marine Drive. What comes across is the hazy skyline. The dense smog can be seen over here. However, the BMC has issued the guidelines today, wherein it has said that the construction sites which are ongoing, they should follow the proper pollution control plan, which has been given earlier by the BMC. If not, then strict actions will be taken. They should put cloths on the construction site so that the dust should not go across one building to another, and pollution should be controlled. However, BMC has issued one such plan in March as well. What happened to that? Nobody is answering from the BMC side. We tried to contact many officials, they didn't answer. This situation has boiled down in the city of Mumbai, wherein now the Andheri's air quality index is more than 500, which is absolutely bad for the citizens. It comes under the very poor category, and it is hazardous for the health. I have few citizens, young citizens of Mumbai. Let's try and talk to them. Hi, thank you for joining us. You talk to us about the poor air quality, and what do you feel as you are the citizen, young citizen? What is the difference you see in the past 1 month and today?
So in the past 1 month, like before, I used to come on runs a lot on Marine Drive over here. And before, like we could see the sunset very easily, and like it used to be beautiful seeing the skyline of the big buildings. But now all you can see is smog and like bad air, and you can't even look at the nearest building from here anymore. And it's been like this since the past few months, and like it's very bad now. I feel that like our lungs are getting damaged, and it's not good for growing people like us, as our lungs are yet developing, and that it can, like, the BMC should take action.
Uh, what do you think about it? We have spoken at length about air pollution. You come here for walks every day, as you have mentioned. What is the difference you feel, and what is the change you think should be there?
So I don't enjoy running too much now. I rather go to the gym and now work out there because the environment and atmosphere is better. So I really think that the BMC should take some seriousness, have some seriousness in this, and take some actions. And so that, because we're young, that's what, as he said. So year by year, it'll just become worse for us, and it's not gonna be very enjoyable. Yeah.
So these are the voices of citizens and the young citizens of Mumbai who are saying that this environment is not favorable. However, BMC is issuing guidelines. They have conducted a high-level meeting today. But will it be sufficient for Mumbaikas is still a question. Back to you.
All right. Shushi, thank you very much for getting us those voices from Mumbai. Gufran Beig, founder, project director at Safal, joining us on the broadcast. Dr. Neville Mehta is the former CEO of Mumbai First, joining us on the broadcast as well. Dr. Mehta, should I just come to you first as a citizen of Mumbai and ask you whether 5 years ago you ever thought that Mumbai would be competing with Delhi for the pollution crown? Because that is exactly what seems to be happening. There are days when Mumbai's pollution levels are worse than Delhi.
Very true. Thank you. Actually, first of all, let me thank you for having me on the show. What you say is absolutely correct. We were actually basking in glory, as we would say, when we used to hear about the plight in Delhi, not realizing that we are going to face the same situation in Mumbai. Unfortunately, at this point of time, we are worse than what Delhi is. And giving these excuses of construction work and the monsoon going, it's not something new. It's going to happen every year. We just can't stop construction because of the pollution. The construction and development has to go through and go on. But the government has to follow up and enforce the Environment Action Plan, which is already in place. The government has already passed it. Many NGOs, many knowledge-based associations have participated in planning this Environment Action Plan. And if that is in place, that is, I'm sure, sorry to say, that is already in place, and that has to be followed. If it is followed, then we would have no such problems that we are facing right now.
Okay, so I just have some pointers from our reporter now on what exactly the BMC is trying to do. Gufran Beig, I'll get you in. Just quickly, let me read it for our viewers. They are saying that new guidelines for dust and pollution control will be issued on Monday, which is October 23rd, which means over the weekend, Mumbai should just prepare to choke. According to the BMC, it will be mandatory to enclose the construction site with a 35 feet high sheet to prevent dust. It will be mandatory that you have enclosures for entire buildings with cloth cover, the green cloth cover that Shrushti was talking about. They have also directed all construction sites to install sprinklers and smog gun systems. 15 days and a month is the deadline that has been given. Also, we are being told that smog guns will conduct fine spraying on major 50 to 60 roads in the morning. And there is an instruction to review the air quality in the vicinity of refineries. Mr. Beig, will that be enough? Mane, ye jo guidelines that are being issued today by the BMC are not new guidelines. As my reporter Shrushti was saying, that this green cloth guideline where you're supposed to cover the entire construction site with a green cloth, this was issued in March. Now you're issuing the same guideline in October as well.
Major issue is
this is Kana Furti,
issue.
nothing else.
Nothing else. This is the implementation thing. So now with this guidelines, they wanted to remind the people that now we are going to be very stricter. So probably, so the point here is that as Dr. Mehta has already told that, there is nothing new in the weather which is happening. Well, it is getting a little erratic due to the climate change, but then it happens withdrawal and then calmness in the wind and stagnation in the wind, it all happened. But, the point here is that if something on the way, like, construction or dust lifting, whatever may be the reasons for dust lifting, huge, which is basically in our model, we see that near the Navi Mumbai area and that nearby areas, whole that lot, the area where huge amount of dust is being lifted, whatever may be the reasons for that. Now, the point is that the colder wind which is coming from the Lonavala, it is getting into the line of sight of that. And it is like, loading the gun with all the dust, and then the dust is getting pushed in Mumbai. And then the moment you enter in Mumbai, there is a warm atmosphere, calm conditions because of the withdrawal of the monsoon beneath because of anticyclone, and then you are trapped like a, chamber kind of a thing. So it is, the point is that because of this stagnation of wind, this is becoming like Delhi. In a sense that Delhi normally all the time it begs is a landlocked kind of a city. Mumbai is not a landlocked city because of this seashore. It has a huge natural advantage, but for some time because of this, it is happening, and which is being exploited. These weather conditions are being exploited with the kind of a thing which is temporarily happening, specifically the dust. And certainly it is not, I do not believe it, that it is more of a refinery. Reason is very simple. That is a bigger particle which give you the darkness, which comes from the dust and other things. The refinery normally gives more toxic particle like PM 2.5, which does not make the visibility less. So now since the visibility is becoming less, you are able to see it. That is most likely to be a bigger particles.
Okay, Dr. Mehta, I also have a grudge with the citizens of Delhi and Mumbai. We simply don't ask our civic body enough questions. There is no accountability. We do not seek accountability. For example, why is it? I mean, Delhi has become much better over the years because of all the negative global headlines it has managed to garner as far as its pollution is concerned, but not Mumbai. Why is it that only in the month of October, that to mid-October, does the BMC wake up to the fact that Mumbai has a pollution problem which will get worse in the winter? We never seem to understand there is a problem at hand till it hits us in the face.
Shreya, you're absolutely right. The BMC is used to the fact to be post-active, not pre-active, They don't believe in preempting any disaster. They've always worked after the disaster takes place and then say that, we were not prepared. And this is something that is, unacceptable. And if you say that the citizens are not voicing their concerns, they are voicing their concerns. There are questions asked to BMC, but how many questions are answered by them? You just heard your own reporter saying that we have approached BMC many times and there has been no answers from them. They are not responding, And what you just mentioned about this new law coming from Monday, it is old wine in a new bottle. There's nothing new in it. All these items that you mentioned are already reflecting in the environment report that has been actioned, that has been passed by the assembly. Why is it not put into action? Why are they not following? We have spent, and I remember I was in Mumbai first as the CEO, and I had led this discussion, and we had many, many knowledgeable people, not only from India, but from Europe and from many other countries who are participating in this. We had knowledge partners like McKinsey, KPMG, we had NERI, we had MPCB. I mean, we had all these people on the same table discussing this and framing this out over a period of a couple of months. And after discussion, after all this, it was accepted. But nobody follows up. There's no evaluation. Nobody's following up in BMC. I mean, you see the roads, you see the flooding which takes place year after year. You mean to say they don't know that this is a problem? They know it's a problem, but they don't want to act. That's the problem. There's no evaluation at all of what they do. And there are, of course, no accountability at the BMC.
So here's the thing, the BMC is trying to do two things. A, it's trying to fool people by putting out these guidelines and pretending that they are very worried about what is going to happen. What is going to happen has already happened. They should have acted maybe 10 days ago or maybe a month ago. They are acting today when pollution levels in Mumbai are making headlines. So I hope the people of this country, especially Mumbai, realize what the BMC is trying to do. Essentially, the BMC is trying to fool them. Secondly, what the BMC also is hoping is that if you shut your eyes long enough for the next 15-20 days, this entire pollution problem will go away. Hopefully, if God is kind. The fact is, ladies and gentlemen, that unlike Delhi, Mumbai has a geographical advantage. That geographical advantage is on your screens. It's the sea. The wind blows away a lot of the pollution towards the sea so that Mumbai's air can be cleaner, or at least that was the logic at one point of time. Today, that advantage, ladies and gentlemen, has gone with the wind. How unfortunate is that? We'll leave it there for the moment. Gufran Beig, thank you very much for joining us. Dr. Neville Mehta, thank you very much for joining us as well on the broadcast.